Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm going over today's trade recap. What I ended up taking today, and what I ended up fading today. So overall, I ended up getting break even today, and then yeah, I just got break even rated. I think where I did go break even was completely fine. Let me go back. Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Are you serious, man? Okay, cool. So coming into today, overall, leaning a lot more bullish than I was bearish. Reason being is because we are in we're at all-time high conditions. We inverse this 4 hours to the upside here. I don't want to get rid of my drawing so you can see, but anyway, there's a 4 hour gap right here, and we inverse this 4 hour, absolutely rip right through it, and then overall it simply just looked like we were having a lower time frame and manipulation to the downside here to then look to take longs higher, such as this, whatever it may be, right? So pretty simple bullish bias, a good range here as well for us to manipulate into. So honestly, all I was wanting to see was for market to open lower and then sort of go from there and then potentially take a continuation within the range. I'm going over a trade that I did end up not catching, which is, oh my god. Oh yeah, here we go. There we go, right? So market ends up ripping lower here, and then we get this 30-second. So there is a 30-second. I don't have the 30-second chart open right now or on TradingView, but there was a 30-second within here. Honestly, this 30-second is super good, but for me, I'm a huge fan of taking lower time frame reversals, especially 30 seconds as being the reversal condition. So yeah, but this trade was really good. We had that 930 open higher and generate liquidity towards DOL, and then we just slowly started manipulating lower, and then we had this first like 30-second, I think it was right here, which was really bad, definite fade, and then we had that remanipulation where we ended up wicking CE of this hourly range with this hourly gap. Just really nice manipulation, honestly, great manipulation. And then from here on, I was literally just looking for something like a 5-minute, 3-minute, 4-minute gap to open for us to manipulate into, and then first to display setup just to prove that we're going to have the lower time frame trend along with the higher time frame trend for me to take trades. Now, obviously, trading like this is going to cause me to miss out on some moves like this, but overall, I'm still just not comfortable at all with taking 30-second reversals, lower time frame reversals. And if there's maybe like a 2-minute, 3-minute gap here, sure, fire away, could have taken that. But overall, there was a 5-minute here as well. But still, I was just looking for that continuation within the range, because just range trading for me has just been like the conviction I have when I trade within a range, especially with the lower time frame and higher time frame alignment. It's just like, bruh, like I rarely lose. I'm not gonna lie, I rarely lose, and it's just the conviction is super high. So yeah, that was the one entry, and then there's another entry here with this 5-minute close, which is also a pretty good entry. Only thing with this was just the stop loss was massive, which again is completely fine, but to have a logical stop loss here, I mean, honestly, anything down here is fine. There's absolutely no reason for us to head anywhere near here if we're going to continue to be bullish. Targets for this, I mean, if you're going to take this 5-minute, you may as well just go for a 1-to-1, which is completely doable. But I'm pretty sure this 5-minute does actually end up getting break even. So from here, I was just looking for a play. I was looking for a continuation play. That's all I wanted to see. If I seen that continuation play, I would have been 100% in. If it was a 5-minute gap, no matter what it was. So yeah, this doesn't actually get break even. Okay, yeah, it does get break even. Cool. So the first play which we had, which was this actually right here. So we had a 5-minute retrace here, super premium 5-minute, which I was completely fine with taking, and I did want to get in on this. Ended up trying to get in on this, but for some reason I don't know why, I just fat fingered like my mouse, and I didn't get in on time. And by then the candle, this is when we inverse the last 30 seconds. We inverse the last 30 second right here. Would have had my stop loss right here. Would have just went for a 1-to-1 with this. Right here. We inverse this 30-second on this 1-minute candle, and I tried to enter here, but I ended up getting chalked on my entry, and then price just sort of ran up. I think this would have been a break even anyway. I'm not 100% sure. Not really paying too much attention to that one anyway. Just gonna go over the trade that I ended up taking. So overall, we just ended up having a really steep manipulation move here. And we ended up inversing a 15-minute for value gap to the downside. But I wasn't really worried about this. Why? Just because of how we were delivering inside of this range. I felt previous day high was like the most obvious draw liquidity ever. We also left a failure swing being this internal high, this range high. to this previous day high. So I was super convicted in previous day high. And we also had the S&P 500 manipulate into a 15-minute fair value gap, and didn't inverse it. So we are still moving bullish, and ES was looking extremely bullish at this time. Then we get this 5-minute inversion right here, and again, what I wanted to see was a lower time frame aligning with the higher time frame, which is exactly what we got right here. So we ended up having this 3-minute fair value gap, which we ended up running into, respecting, and then displacing out of, just as we also inverse this 5-minute with ES delivering off of 15-minute and also displacing higher as well. Looking abundantly bullish here. So I ended up taking my entry here, which was this 1-minute inversion right here, and I was targeting the internal high. That's all I was targeting. It was just a range high with this trade, and yeah, I ended up going. Oh, hold on. Yeah, so I ended up going break even right here. The reason that I went break even right here is because of how bullish ES moved extremely bullish and was just took the momentum completely and ran to my final draw on liquidity on ES with this candle. So ES just started moving higher and Nasdaq was literally just taking the piss. And ES ended up hitting this hourly gap. So at that point, I was like, I sort of have to move my stop loss to break even, because if I know if I lost this trade, I would be extremely pissed off at myself for not going break even. When the S&P 500 hit an hourly gap, I ended up literally just getting stopped right here by the tick, and then ended up flushing to my take profit right after that. Super unfortunate break even. Could have argued that I didn't have to go break even here, but then again, I know I would have been extremely pissed at myself if I lost that trade. So not going break even there was not the play in my opinion. So yeah, overall just a complete stop raid on there, just complete break even raid, and then a complete run to TP. Nothing you can do is what it is. Yeah, and then from there I think we just ended up going even higher. Yeah, just started pumping for the rest of the day. This trade absolutely sprints. I think it actually goes previous day high. Yep. So this trade goes all the way to previous day high. Really solid trade in my opinion. Like again, I know people are like, oh, but we inverse a 50-minute fair value gap, blah blah blah. Bro, the size of this 50-minute fair value gap. This 50-minute fair value gap is tiny, and the rejection that we leave off of it, and just how we're trading this range that we're trading in, already delivering off of the higher time frame range as well. Like it's just abundantly obvious that previous day high is a draw on liquidity. Like there's no need. But it was a draw on liquidity for me, but again, I had to go break even because of the hourly gap on ES, because that could have caused a lot of problems for me. If ES decided to wick off that hourly gap and then started to maybe make a move lower to try and get a retracement, that would have ended up stopping me out of my position, which is not something that I would have been happy with. So I had to be precautious with risk there. Obviously, ended up getting slammed because of that, but not slammed, but we ended up getting break even by the tick and then running to our take profit due to that. But it is what it is. Nothing really you can do about that. Going to be journaling it and moving on. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. Break even day today. What can you do? Is what it is. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you guys took any trades today, also leave that in the comments below. Always interested to see what other people are taking and how you guys are viewing the market, or if you're learning and improving just like me. And yeah, hope you guys have a blessed rest of your evening. I just did some back testing there as well, just practicing more with like trying to get a little bit more comfortable with taking lower time frame reversals. But again, like I took a lot of 30 seconds, I got slammed. It's a lot better when I have like a 2-minute, 1-minute gap, or like a kind of a better higher time frame gap with better displacement. But yeah, overall, pretty good price action today. Price action moved pretty cleanly. I'm not gonna lie, just a very unfortunate break even for me. Could argue that it could have been avoided, but is what it is. And yeah, that's gonna wrap up today's video. I will catch you guys in the next video, which will be tomorrow. And yeah, super excited for the future of this channel. Gonna be documenting my entire journey to profitability. So yeah, gonna be showing people what it actually takes to become a profitable day trader. You guys are gonna get to see the entire journey of that. So no bullshit, no hiding nothing, showing losses, showing wins, showing break even, showing everything. So yeah, it's gonna wrap up this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.